Alright guys, so we've got a new Husqvarna 122C curved shaft weed trimmer or weed eater, and we're going to be running VP 50-to-1 2-cycle fuel. This is ethanol free, which is what the manufacturer recommends you running these. It provides less buildup in the head and the intake. So yeah, I'm gonna get all these little tags and stuff off here and get it filled up with fuel, and I'll show you how to start it, and we'll just do a overall review, tell you what we think. So we filled it up with fuel. Yet again, I used this VP small engines 50-to-1 2-cycle fuel. It's ethanol free, and it's made with a minimum octane rating of 94. That'll ensure that this thing fires very close to where it's designed to fire. It should make it a little more fuel efficient. It should burn cleaner. Overall, this should be very good fuel. Also, the weed eater comes pre-wound with this green twine, but once it runs out, I'm gonna run this Titanium Pro from Husqvarna. It says for professional use or commercial. So yeah, now what you're gonna do to start this thing, your first time and every time, this blue handle right here is your choke. So you're gonna pull it all the way up, and then you're gonna press your primer button 10 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then this has got what's called an easy start. So you're just gonna grab this handle and give it a pull. I'm gonna set my foot on it so I can continue to video this. But you're gonna grab that handle, you're gonna give it an easy pull. And then when you hear it fire like that, you're gonna push your choke down to the halfway point. About right there. Set my foot on it again, pull it again, and I'm gonna push it all the way down. Now you just want to let it warm up for a minute. Let it get that fuel through it, let it burn some of that oil. Alright, now we'll do a little weed eating with it. Before we get too much farther into this, I do want to note that this one comes with a bump head. So whenever you run out of trimmer line or it starts getting low, you can just bump the head while you've got it spinning, and it'll automatically feed. It'll automatically feed to that blade, and that blade cuts off the extra. So and this is a 17-inch cut. So now let's do a little weed eat. To turn it off, you take your thumb and you hit that stop button right there. Just boop, and that's it. It turns off. To start it back, you just grab your handle back here. You don't have to choke it or anything. Give it a pull. And to turn it off, just hit your stop button. All right, I got to weed eat the yard, so I'm gonna give it about an hour run, and I'll let you know what I think. All right, guys, so I got about halfway done weed eating my yard, and one side of this twine that came in this has already stopped feeding, so I'm gonna go ahead and change it. There's a button on each side. You push these buttons in and just pull this cap off. Let's see if I can hold this while I show you. You pull this cap off, and let me clean this little bit of dirt that's got in here off. So this is what your twine goes on. They barely gave me enough twine to do half my yard. So I'm gonna say, before you start using this weed eater, go ahead and change this twine. It's garbage. My chain link fence was just eating it up. My concrete around the bottom of my house was just eating it up. So go ahead and get you some of this Husqvarna Titanium X Pro. This stuff here, man, it's really strong. It's got a core inside. I don't know if I'll be able to show you or not, but it's got a core inside that's stronger than the outside. So it's really good twine. But you want to make sure that you get the 095. That's about the biggest that this weed eater wants. You'll notice a difference. It's gonna idle down a little bit more, because it had 0.05 or it had 0.85 or 0.080, one of the two. But so it'll idle down a little more, but you'll get a lot more distance out of this right here. So to change this, you want to pull off about 15 feet, which is if you spread your arms straight apart from fingertip to fingertip, should be about 5 feet. So that's about 3 good solid pulls, and then cut it. And then you can actually leave it as one piece and hook it. You'll hook it right down in that notch, and then this has got arrow to show you which way to go. So you'll have 7.5 feet of line on each side. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back together and put some new twine on, and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, so that's what 15 feet of this Titanium X Pro Husqvarna line looks like on there. So that's about right. Just whenever you cut your line, I like these packs. It goes all the way around the outside, and then whenever you cut it, you can stick it through one side of this loop and then bring it back through the other, and it'll hold it there. So, and then as you bring this around, so you're not going to have to cut this into 2 pieces, this line. You're going to pull off 15 feet. You're going to find the middle of it, and you're going to hook the middle around one of these center. You're going to hook the middle around one of these center slots, and then just wrap it the way the arrows show. And once you get to the end of it, clip it in there. Then you'll drop it down inside this casing. You'll drop it down in there. You want to align your string with the slot. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. Then you want to snap this down in there just like this. Boop. And it goes down in there like that. Now you want to snap the other one down in there. And then bingo, you've got them both snapped down in there. Now you'll see these holes line up with these tabs. Just slide it right on back on the weed eater. Now I always take a knife and even these out. So I'm gonna even these out, get it bumped out to where it's full, all the way out to this blade and get back to weed eating. Okay, so after using it for an hour to weed eat my whole yard, I really like it. It's easy to start. It only used 1 tank of gas, and not all of it, to weed eat my entire yard. And I've got flower beds and trees and mailboxes and bushes. I've got all kinds of stuff to weed eat around, so it's pretty good on gas. It doesn't vibrate a whole lot. I'm pretty sure there's a rubber bushing back here that allows this motor to shake at high RPM without you feeling it in the handle. The twine that comes with it is garbage, so make sure you put some better twine on, because if not, you're just going to run through it pretty fast. Make sure to run 50-to-1 fuel, ethanol free. It extends the warranty and it's recommended. And here's my favorite twine, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. This is a Husqvarna 122C bent shaft weed eater. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for all our future videos, and y'all have a great day.